This is the week many college freshmen all across the metro are heading for college, leaving moms and dads wondering how did they grow up so fast. So, how can us parents make the transition the best it can be?
Well, family psychologist Dr. Wes Crenshaw and college senior and soon-to-be correspondent for USA Today College, Brooke Fox, are both here. We're going to talk about this some more. And Dr. Wes, let's start with you. What are two of the big factors that you see as kids leave home? Kind of what are the issues they face?
Well, there are two, and I always say they are incredibly obvious and incredibly difficult to deal with. The first is that kids aren't ready. Now, I don't mean all kids, obviously, but some kids are just not ready. They're not self-regulating. Just this morning, Brooke and I were telling people what we were going to do, and we already had two people in the green room tell us, oh my gosh, I didn't make it in college my first year. This is 40%, 42% of kids won't graduate in 7 years who are starting college this fall.
Wow.
So there are a lot of kids who aren't ready. We just kind of do this thing in our society where we expect a lot out of 18-year-olds, and we don't really train them to be that competent or self-regulating. So you really have to do a hard look at your kids and figure out what category do they fall in. And if they are competent, self-regulating, ready to go young people, as many are, the second problem is that parents are not ready.
Don't go!
Yeah, the empty nest syndrome, it isn't a cliche, exactly. And what we see here is that parents sometimes are really kind of not managing their own anxiety about it, and you have to ask yourself, is my clinging to my child to help them be successful in college, or is it to meet my needs? It's kind of tricky.
That's a good question. All right, Brooke, what is the hardest thing you think late teens leaving home? What's the hardest thing for them?
I think the first thing would be that it is a brand new culture, especially if you're going far away from home or you're going out of state. You'll be experiencing new things from where you're going to get your groceries to where what people do, how to make new friends. It's just going to be a complete culture shock. And the second thing would be homesickness. I would say is that from my experience, I had kids on my floor in my dorm. I had at least 5 drop out the first week of school just because they couldn't handle it. They just missed home so much. And I think it's understandable, but I think it's something that kids should expect to experience.
You can work through that. So as parents, what can we do to, I guess, ease that transition?
Well, that's back to that whole managing anxiety situation again. If you don't have enough of a life outside of being a parent, and we all want parents to be involved with their kids, but if you don't have enough of a life outside of that, then managing that anxiety and modeling bravery is kind of hard. It's like that Sarah Bareilles song that one of your favorite singers, Brooke, where she says, "Show me how big your brave is." That's what parents want to be telling kids right now is, I'm brave, you can be brave, it'll be okay. And that helps us balance involvement and distance. There's nothing worse than having surprise visits and things from parents. And this is, you wouldn't do that to your relatives, you wouldn't do that to your friends, show up at their house unexpected. Learn not to do that with adult kids too. And that'll really help things out.
Brooke, how about for you? Is there anything that you think your parents could have done better, or parents in general could do to help college-bound kids when on their way to school?
Yes, actually, I think one of the things that my parents did really well was to just offer support whenever I needed it. So not imposing their support, but just offering it, having it be available to me when I needed it, when I couldn't figure out whether it be the bus system or, making new friends. Just being there is helpful.
Well, good. You're helping both of us right now. I can tell you that
kidding.
right now. So best of luck to you, Brooke.
Thank you.
Dr. Wes, great to see you.
Good to see you.
Dr. Wes Crenshaw has offices in Prairie Village and in Lawrence, and the addresses and phone numbers are on your screen. You also can check out dr-wes.com. And good luck to both of you guys again this fall. Kathy?